listening to the 702 Gaming Podcast, episode 21. I'm Jacob, your host, and we got Josh here today. We have Josh back.
Finally, it's great to be back. I feel like a stranger at this point, like special guest. Definitely feel like special guest instead of like regular talking head.
Okay. You're special, but you're not a guest.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Episode 21 in the US, we're legally allowed to drink.
that checks out.
Yeah,
And gamble. I mean,
true.
702,
Yeah,
here in Nevada, the home of Sim City.
that's true. Yeah.
Get into all kinds of trouble when you're 21, and you think you know everything. So now we think we got up to 21 now. Now we think we know everything. We're smarter than everybody
Oh,
else.
yeah.
And
We
we got
can't
that swagger.
die. Yeah, we're so good. Not really. I wanted to give a shout out to RPG Tourist. Quick shout out to him. How are you doing? And then another one, Kenneth. We had our first giveaway on Twitter not that long ago, like last week, I think. And we gave away Guardians of the Galaxy on disc for Xbox. Okay, this is the 702 Gaming Podcast first giveaway on Twitter. We're going to give away the Xbox version of Guardians of the Galaxy disc. So here are all the people that entered. I'm going to draw it from my hat. Let's shake it up real good. Then one of the kids can draw it out.
Me.
Okay, close your eyes. Okay, just pick one and give it to Seth. Who is it, Seth?
Kenneth/Eco. Or, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Kenneth at K Kenneth. We'll hit you up. Congrats. Kenneth got his name drawn out of the hat and he won. So that thing's either at his house or in the mail right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess I should have got in that raffle, but
Should've entered.
maybe as the talent,
You're disqualified.
semi co-star, if you will.
Yeah, I removed your guys' names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That wouldn't have been fair.
Got to get the Game Pass for that.
Yes, but that is an awesome game, Guardians of the Galaxy. If you haven't played it, that game is awesome. Jason can input the video of us drawing the name out of the hat into whatever part he wants.
Insert
But, yeah.
here.
Yeah, took off the hat. My hair was all janky, but it's all right. First thing I want to talk about today is Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a lot of the multiplayer. Been playing it since the beta. Since it came out, I've been playing a lot more of it. Really enjoying it. Can't stop playing it. Played a lot of the campaign, but I haven't beat it. What have you played on Halo?
Just the multiplayer. I did not purchase the campaign. Not really a legacy Halo player.
Okay.
I dig it though. I mean, I understand it. I understand the draw and all that.
Well, and you're a Destiny player, and you could feel that it plays like Destiny without the magic, right?
Yeah, without the magic and ADS. Right. You don't
have to aim down as much as Destiny, you're saying?
Yeah, like Destiny's pretty dependent on ADSing, putting on target and getting your
I'd say
crits.
that, yeah. That's true.
Especially, I mean, even in like, PvP environments and PvE, both are definitely ADS, and you're aiming down sights 95% of the chance. I mean, there's probably 98%. So Halo is quite different in that aspect, but the gameplay, movement, gun feel like player connection feels all too similar. All way comfortable with that. So
Solid, right?
definitely, yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah, they don't miss on that.
No, not at all. I mean, movement characteristics. Say I struggle with that word, so apologize. Movement and like you said, even swapping guns or throwing grenades, objects like that. definitely feels really good in the first person.
Yeah.
The hip fire though, it's a little. I guess I just not like I said, not legacy for Halo. So the hip fire type mechanic is a little odd for me.
Do you feel like it's too accurate for hipfire, or not accurate enough, or what? What is it?
No, I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's just the feel of my eye, the way I like to see it. It's like I don't feel that I can zoom in on the body, on and get the hits on it when, and then by nature I'm when I started playing it, I was ADSing a lot and losing gunfights, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and then I got I figured it out. It's I got my butt kicked a few times. I was like, oh,
Right.
okay, don't ADS. It's really slowing and hurting me. And then I started kind of coming around and doing better in matches. I would just say preference. It's not. There was nothing against it. I don't feel like TTK is a problem. I didn't feel like accuracy there was a problem. It was
Yeah.
just
So time to kill. I've heard people complaining that it's too long on Halo, and I just sure hope 343 doesn't listen to that and go, we'll quicken that up, because that's part of Halo is you have the shield and you have a health bar. It's supposed to be like that. It's not Call of Duty.
Right. Yeah, and I'm okay with that in certain instances. Like you don't. It's not super fun to just get wrecked right off the bat. You have time to be like, get into cover, reposition, doing all that. I mean, the game's already taken off as far as competitiveness. So
Yeah.
I don't think that TTK is really that big of an issue. Maybe because most games are quite a bit quicker. That's where people have that feel or that opinion. But I don't think so. If each game has different TTKs, that kind of sets them apart.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
play different, they feel different, and if not, they're all going to be the same, and could be just as boring as like, how do you separate yourself from the next shooter? Because there's 6 more coming out next month.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I like how Apex feels different than Call of Duty, feels different than Fortnite, feels different. Yeah, I agree. And like you said, you're not a legacy Halo player, but Halo 1 and 2 and 3, I don't think they even added aim down the sights till Halo 4. I don't think. You couldn't even, it was all hip fire.
Well, I would say like a
I mean,
lot
you
of
could zoom
older,
in on a sniper,
yeah,
but you couldn't zoom in on anything else.
right. A lot of older games were like that.
Yeah.
They were just maybe because they didn't have the code to write it, or maybe it's just like they couldn't pull it off with movement and feel. The immersion part of it, like when you ADS, does it?
Yeah.
It absolutely just felt like crap, and it was just
Right.
easier for them to, keep frames up or whatever the case may be. But yeah, a lot of those, and it's funny that I say this now because like not 5 years, I would say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, gaming,
Mhm.
I couldn't stand first person and ADS games.
Really?
Yeah, oh man, I couldn't stand it. Like playing the SOCOM series, it was all third person like that, and really the only ADS mechanic was just kind of zooming in a little more over the shoulder. So it's just as much.
You
So
just
like,
see the dude's ear.
yeah, you just get over the shoulder a little more.
Yeah.
You maybe lose sight of the top of the head, but that was about
It's
it.
true. There wasn't a whole lot of animation to your character. It seems like ADS now, your character is actually
Yeah.
holding up. And you can tell if another character is in that mode because they're like this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you can know, okay, they can't see me coming up. They don't see the radar, that kind of thing. That's interesting.
I know
Um,
the early Halos, when you would see other players running by and doing all
Yeah.
that, it was really generic. You don't see arm movement or
Right.
anything like that. They don't shoulder the weapon, just like you said. It's just straight kind of just run and gun, hip
Uh-huh.
fire, and get play the game.
And there was no run mechanic, no sprint. So it was a very different game. There is a mode on Halo Infinite that used to be called SWAT. Now it's called something different. But it's basically no one has shields, only
Hmm.
your health bar. And everyone starts with a battle rifle, which is the burst fire rifle. And that's just a one shot headshot. And so that mode, if you prefer quicker time to kill, you get in that mode and it's more snap to their head and take everyone out that you can. And there's no radar either, so you don't know where they're coming from. So you have to constantly look around. It's a good mode, but it takes some getting used to if you're used to the regular Halo
Yeah,
because it is very quick. Like you're dead instantly.
that's the BR X
Yeah.
something like that. So this is something
Yes.
that kind of happened, um, what 2 weeks ago. So because it was Bungie's 30th anniversary,
Hmm.
they did a crossover within Destiny. So now we have some of the legacy Halo weapons. There's the Halo sword is in there, that like middle handle 2-prong sword that you can
Yes.
get. The BR pulse, which is crazy because you can ADS it on
Really?
Destiny, and it has like a good optic and all that. Then I go play Halo and get that same BR, and it's terrible. It was like, don't ADS at all. It's awful. In Destiny, it just goes along with the rest of the game, and it kind of fit in really well. They also put in like there was a hand cannon or like a sidearm in, I don't know. It's basically like a one shot kind of scout
Oh,
rifle in Destiny the way they made it. It's a,
huh.
just kind of paying homage to legacy Halo stuff, and I mean it's
Yeah.
not like breaking the game weapons or anything within it, but it's pretty cool to see that crossover. And brought some emotes and stuff as well. So as Halo released campaign, and then
Yeah.
Destiny had the Bungie 30th anniversary stuff. Now, do you know who owns the rights to Halo right now?
It's Microsoft.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
did
they bought the rights to Halo and let Bungie go on their way, and then
right,
they created 343 Studios to carry on Halo.
got you.
Yeah.
That's because that's been the debate amongst friends right now, is trying to figure out the logistics or the legality of how they were able to literally have the same name weapon of that
Oh,
BR,
right.
and then
Um,
bring it over to their game and still have licensing. I guess it's not
Totally. You know what I think it is? Halo was the first game to come out on the launch of the original Xbox. And so that set Xbox off on the right path, and as well as Bungie, because they didn't have any real games
right.
before that. They had like a generic like marathon game that was kind of like a Halo. They might have had some other little games, but really Halo's the one that blew them up.
Yeah,
I think they just have such a good relationship with Microsoft that they're allowing each other to kind of do that.
yeah. I mean, it's not a lot of stuff, and like I said, it wasn't.
Well, normally, yeah, you wouldn't see that, right?
But there
Because they'd
could,
be like, "That's ours."
but they could definitely have gotten a cut of
Yeah,
said, because it was a
true.
30 anniversary pack
That's
that
true.
you had to purchase. So I think
Gotcha.
it was $25 by itself, but if you bought the DLC that's coming in February and the whole season pass for next year, basically all that, you saved a couple bucks on it as part of the
Gotcha.
whole package. But
But so if Microsoft's like, "Hey, give us $5 of each pack," and it kind of, um, you know, gets Halo's name out there even more, why
yeah,
not?
there's
Yeah, maybe
I'm
it
thinking
is.
now. I'm thinking
There's something.
there's no way that there's not some type of royalty within
That's true.
that 30th anniversary, like
There's
pay
some
pack, or yeah.
contract
Oh yeah, for
signed.
sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, you're right. Phil Spencer and and all them, they signed
They're
something.
getting something.
Yeah,
Everybody's got to get paid.
it's cool though that they did that because Bungie did make 5 Halo games, so
They were
that's pretty
under,
good.
yeah, but
Under
when they were
Bungie, yeah.
still under Microsoft, or when Microsoft was part
Um,
of.
yeah, they just had like the exclusive rights to Halo.
Gotcha.
Microsoft did, yeah. So they made Halo 1, 2, and 3, ODST, and Halo Reach. All are good games.
Yeah, No,
They're
I
all
mean,
awesome.
huge
Yeah.
following. Everybody knows, the main character, right? The Master
Right,
Chief.
Master Chief.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows Master. Like, that's one of those just iconic characters. Even if you don't play Halo, like as long as you're a gamer,
Yeah.
oh, Master Chief, oh, Halo. Like it's
And you even know what his voice sounds like.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like
Never played the game, but you know.
nobody's. You're like, oh, I've never played Halo, but I know Master Chief.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah.
You made it.
That's true. Yeah. And then they got the Halo like what's it called? I went to the grand opening or release at the Microsoft store back when they released it. It was the Halo, can't remember what it's called. They like remastered the old ones and put them all into a bundle. Can't even think of what it's called now, but I went down there and they had a party with Spartans there and everything down on the
Oh,
strip of Las Vegas and stuff. It was pretty
yeah.
cool. So you could play all those and they run better than ever and everything. But a lot of people, 343 took over and made 4 and 5, and a lot of people hated 5. A lot of people, the storyline. And I could see where the hate comes from because 5 was they were changing the game a little too much. The game is very um it's very what was that Call of Duty where you had the mech suit on or the exosuit, not a mech suit but the little exosuit. You
That
remember that?
was
Was it Future Warfare or something like that? You
yeah, it
could
was
jump
like
really high
it,
and you could run
yeah, it was like
faster.
I think it was part of the Modern Warfare line, but it was like Future Soldier or something like
Yeah, it was
that.
something like
There
yes.
was also what the Black Op line
Mm-hmm.
that they came out where the
Mm-hmm.
Black Op line had that as well, so that it could be that one that you're thinking of as well too, because there was wall running.
Yeah,
Like you get
that one,
on the
yeah.
wall and you just run and there was there's no fall off. You literally just run on the wall around the
Yes.
map.
It's got little jets on the back of your
Yeah,
feet
you're
or
like
something. Yeah.
all your boots are magnetized or whatever. Like every
Yes,
wall
yeah.
you can run on it or however that worked. That
Halo 5 went very much that way, and it was cool the being able to traverse like that, but it wasn't Halo. So like you could jump up in the air and hold left trigger to aim, and when you would aim, your Spartan would fly for like 2-3 seconds, and then you could shoot up in the air, or you could run and slide real far, or jet over a wall, or things like that. And the multiplayer it made it feel very not Halo-ish, but I don't think that's where it gets most of its hate. I think most of its hate comes from campaign because they introduced this Spartan lock, and I think what they were trying to do was like pass the torch from Master Chief to a new character,
yeah.
and people didn't like that
It was
at
at
all.
this point.
Yeah, they knew. Yes. I personally haven't played a Halo that I didn't like the campaign. I even liked Halo 5. I actually liked Halo 4's campaign less than 5. But I do like 4 still. Um, 4 and 5 though, the storyline got really convoluted. Like they were going one direction, and then 4 and 5 they added more aliens that just made everything really confusing about the past and these forerunner species that built all these rings and stuff. um 5 though was a short campaign, and you jumped between Master Chief and Locke, and then the other 3 players, because 4-player co-op. Master Chief had 3 Spartans with him that were kind of old school Spartans, and then Locke had 3 Spartans with him, and he's trying to hunt down Master Chief. Master Chief's trying to go complete his own mission, and so you're kind of chasing him, and you go back and forth between the missions. I like the game, but a lot of people do not. Halo Infinite went open world ish, so it's kind of bigger than Gears 5 open world, but not as big as like a Far Cry.
Hmm.
Um, it kind of gives you a linear section. You play an open world section and you can choose what to do next. And then it gives you a linear section that brings you back to the open world. So it jumps back and forth. The linear sections are really great. The open world part is good and it's fun because you got these vehicles that you could fly and drive like really far and fast, and that's cool. But I do still feel like making it open world dumbs down the graphics. They could have made this like the most beautiful game ever. It looks good. It does really look good, but it doesn't look like amazing.
And there's no co-op. So
There is no co-op yet. They're going to add co-op probably in 2-3 months. And so here was my question: are they delaying co-op because they're making it awesome and they're going to drop it and be like, "Wow, that was actually really good"? Because the game itself they delayed for so long, over a year, and then when they finally dropped it, I was nervous and I'm like, "Okay, actually this is a really good game." Are they doing that with the co-op, or is it just going to be like, "Oh, sorry, we delayed it just because there's bugs, or it's, it doesn't run well"?
I, a little bit of both. I mean, we'll never know until it drops, and then you're still gonna make up your own assumptions. We would love to know that it's delayed to make sure that it's tip top and it's going out, the way it's intended. I mean, it could very well not have dropped day one with campaign because it's not working, or it's
Yeah,
absolutely crashing the game or making it unplayable, or like there's nothing worse than a new launch coming out, getting excited to play it, no, whether it's been delayed or not, right? You find the day's finally here,
hmm
and then you can't play it for one reason or another, crashing, graphics, frame drop, just other glitches, whatever it is. It's infuriating, especially when
it
you
is.
put money on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah. So, I mean, I have confidence that they're going to release it and it'll work, but I hope it's not just, oh, hey, you're all four Master Chief running around here like clones. Um, I don't think they would do that, but the original Halo games, that's what it was. You were all just Master Chief, and you're all running around together. Uh, Halo Reach was really cool because you made your own Spartan. You weren't Master Chief. You made your own Spartan, and in the cutscenes, you and your friend that you're playing with, it shows your Spartans walking through. I love that. I
Yeah, I think
wish
that's
that there was.
underrated. I think
I
that's
do too.
underrated for especially like co-op or anything. Is just simple skin or customization
Yep.
to have you stand out, even in cutscenes, like just to be able to put you in there. I know that's probably a lot of code and probably a lot of like strain on said systems, or how it works, but that does go a long way, especially for me.
Yeah. Well, when you work so hard in Destiny or Halo or whatever game it is to get this armor set, to get this color, to get this weapon, and then they show it at the beginning in a cool way, it makes you feel really happy that you got that, and then you want that next piece. If you just have that piece and no one ever sees it because they're just shooting at you, it's different, right? At the beginning of each match of Halo, it zooms into your squad mates, right? And they do a little action. You don't get to choose the action, so first off, I think you should be able to collect and select what action your character is going to do. But also, if you're playing like especially big team battle and you're loading in, you have to wait for everyone to load in, and it'll just show you the three main weapons on screen over and over and over. And all these, like, I don't know what they're playing on. They're like playing on Sega Genesis or something, and it's still waiting for them to load, and it just keeps loading forever, right? And meanwhile, we're all just sitting there. Uh, it could have been showing our guys getting ready for battle or something, right? It
Yeah.
could have zoomed in, and because you see them standing there, their characters are there ready. It just, they're not doing anything until it starts. It'd be cool to show them preparing or shooting at targets or something cool. Especially when you have to pay money for a season pass to get the armor,
Yeah.
to get those collectibles.
Yeah.
Make my money worth it.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it. We probably said this, time and time again. This day and age, the bar is really high.
Yeah.
The expectations for that are high. The season pass in there, it's like we almost take it for granted now. But it's just a model that works, that people enjoy chasing after, um, pretty much in every game.
Yeah.
I mean, any game that has I was gonna say multiplayer component, but that's not even true because even PvE games that are
Yeah.
just story based or just like mission based, that you can have that season pass in there too because you can always bring in new cosmetics, weapon or armor ornaments, if you will, shaders or color tints or however the game deploys that. Uh, it goes a long way. I mean, we're all individuals. We all like the same game, but we still are all individuals. Like, we're wearing different hats right now. We don't all
Yep.
have the same green, army green Master Chief skin that everybody got. It's like, hey man, I've put in 50 hours on this game. I don't want to look like the 0 level guy that just picked it up.
Yep.
And if you feel that way, I mean, like,
Hey, well, if you feel like that, you could just play the game for free. You don't have to worry about it.
yeah,
More power to you, Just play for free and have fun.
yeah, that's
For us that want the cosmetics, our money has to be worth it. And I do feel like Halo is lacking on the battle pass, and I know everyone's complaining about it right now, and I know they're trying to work on it, but it shouldn't have come out with such a crappy battle pass. Especially when people have already shown you this is what a good battle pass is.
yeah.
There's plenty of examples. I mean, who was the first battle pass? Was it Fortnite? Probably. It was probably someone like that.
I mean, at least for like the most notable,
Popular.
yeah. Fortnite is really maybe just brought it to the front of everybody's attention. If it wasn't the first, then apologies to whatever development team.
Sorry.
Oh, we had this game in the '84 that we did. I don't care. Fortnite was the really one that came out and said, "This is the model." 0 to 100, and then those last 10 levels are gonna have the legendary skins or weapon skins or whatever, and they go nuts for it. I mean, hell, my kid doesn't play it every single day, but what's he want on birthday? And gifts. He wants V-Bucks, so he can get that battle pass or get skins and all that. That's like the game. I mean, the free market and then the free game market with season pass model, and it's not pay to win. It's pay to look good and be your
exactly.
be your individual. That's
which I'm cool with that because then you don't have to spend money to win, but you could spend money if you just like cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. But I mean, you got like examples like Sea of Thieves, that has a really good season pass in my opinion. You could play however you want.
Yeah.
To progress.
Yeah.
You could do, tall tales to PvP to whatever, and it'll slowly build you up. Where Halo is only based on challenges. You have to complete challenges. And the challenges can be really just a pain in the butt. It could be you have to get one win in oddball. Well, oddball isn't selectable.
Yeah.
I can do quick play and hope I get oddball, but I've played entire nights and not seen oddball.
Right.
So now I can't complete that challenge, so I can't build towards my battle pass.
Progress the battle pass, and then you feel like you're wasting your time on top of it.
And half of the awards or rewards in battle pass are boosts to your battle pass. So why is it when I hit 33, I get a free XP boost to get me to 34? That's just stupid. Why are you boosting me with levels in the battle pass?
So
that's not fun. You just click on it and go, give me the XP, and it boosts you up. You're like, thanks.
So like,
I'd rather had a piece of equipment and then worked my way to 34.
So Destiny and Warzone have a similar mechanic in their battle passes. Destiny's are like increased XP with fire teams, increased XP on certain activities and that, and it gets you through there. There's another layer that Destiny has because you have like another artifact that's on your character that you can level up forever? Is it like if you wanted to just live on the game, it'll level up and you'll gain, power level for your character, and he'll be, just astronomical powerful off the charts as much as you want. So that does help that at some point. It does, obviously caps out once you're through the battle pass. Warzone gives you tokens to then apply to yourself when you're ready to do like double weapon XP for that match. But it's whenever you want. I can do that in the Warzone. I can do that in the multiplayer side. I can do that in the campaign side. So that's kind of showing where Halo's failing on that front. Is like, that's cool if you're going to do that, but now that XP's got to really push the boundary of the bonus, or push the meter for the bonus, or move the bar a little more.
It's got to make it fun. It doesn't make it fun. So they give you two different things, an XP boost and a 2 times XP per amount of time. So it used to be 30 minutes, but now it's an hour. Even though it still says 30 minutes, it gives you an hour.
Is that applicable, or is it just automatically?
You can do it whenever you want.
So it's like a token. Yeah.
But the thing is, you apply it, and then you can't get into a game, or people leave or whatever. It boots you out. You get back in. It's not the right game mode for your challenge, so you don't get the double XP because you didn't earn a challenge, because you're in the wrong game mode, because it doesn't let you select. So my time of an hour was just now wasted.
Not blanket enough. It's not. It doesn't.
Remember Splitgate's options?
Yeah.
How does Splitgate have it right? Splitgate, you can check each type of mode you might want to play and hit search. You could do one. You could do all of them.
I mean, that's just. Yeah. Why? I don't have a good answer for that. Like I'm trying to like. I don't know why I'm trying to defend like Halo now, but I maybe just trying to search for the answer. Like, you're right. I mean, you're asking the right question. Like, it's almost simple. Like, the blueprint is there, and now you're just like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
well, here's another problem with the multiplayer and the battle pass is gear that you earn is locked to a core. So you have core armor kits or armor sets or whatever. So right now I have 3. It comes with 2, and then they did an event where you get like a samurai type of core, and so now you have 3. But a lot of the things that you unlock in campaign and multiplayer or the battle pass are locked to a certain core. So I might build up a whole bunch and be like, cool, I got this really cool color, but I can't use it with the helmet I want because it's locked to a different core. But they almost look like the exact same Spartans. It's just this guy can wear a different helmet, this guy can wear a different color. So you end up having all this
in a
cool
game like that. Yeah.
You should just be able to put on your shoulder pads you want, your helmet you want, whatever. You shouldn't be considered Mark 5 or whatever, Mark 7 that they give you.
I understand them doing that in like an Overwatch, a Valorant, because there's different, characters and skin, or character skin type, player types, genre types of player within that. A lot of games do that. It's not, you can't use so and so skin on this. You can't use the sniper skin on the shotgun ape, whatever it is. Because they're different players. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Maybe is this the point? Is that the point they're trying to make? Is like, no, Halo's always been kind of just like ho hum bland, and we're gonna keep to that. It's like we're putting all our effort into the way the game feels when you're in combat, with no consideration outside of that, but you're doing yourself a huge disservice. I mean, again, this day and age, and the market is what it is right now. You can't.
To keep people around, you have to have that other stuff. The gameplay's there, like it's good.
Yeah, no,
I love it.
Yeah,
yeah.
It
it's
runs
just
well.
That stuff. Like, why did I pay $10 for this battle pass that I'm unlocking stuff to just boost my battle pass?
Yeah, I feel like it's like they need to learn this lesson on their own for this next season to like go through, or And I know there's, development lag, or that's kind of the way I say it, because they're figuring out what the community is saying now. If they're listening, if they are listening, perfect. But I know there is a development lag, because it's not like they can say, "Oh, okay, that's going to make the next season." These changes aren't always able to be made that fast. Just
Yeah.
I'm not a dev, I'm not a code, but I know that they're like, okay, realistic timeline is probably the season after the next to really start making the impact of what everybody's saying, because the next season or the next season pass, all that's probably 80% done at this point.
True.
I mean,
No, I feel like you're right. I feel like it's going to get better every season, and they'll make adjustments, and people might say we hate that, we like that, and they'll keep it, kind of like Apex or Warzone, how they keep going with new stuff. I agree on that. I definitely think though we need to voice what we don't like so that they'll change it, because some of the stuff is just garbage. I'll give you another example, Josh. You level up your battle pass, okay? But no one else sees what level you are on your battle pass. So it's like, okay, whatever. That's fine. No one sees it. But wouldn't it be nice if when you're loading into a game or you hit select during the match to see who is this dude that keeps wrecking me? Oh, well, he's topped out on his battle pass. He's a good player, or he plays a lot. I get it. But even further than that, when this battle pass ends and the next season 2 comes out, I'm back to level 1. Why is there not a level that I build up along with the ranked battle pass, or with the battle pass? Because then you could see, okay, this dude might be a level 2 on his battle pass, but dude's been playing for years. Look at his number. He's at, 600, like Overwatch does. Overwatch just slowly, you chip away at every game you play, you just slowly build up and build up. So you get to see how long a person's been playing. Now, they do have ranked arenas in Halo where you will get put into platinum or whatever it is. Okay, so you could see what you're fighting against there, but that doesn't show when you go into big team battle. It doesn't show you, hey, this guy's a platinum player. Hey, this guy's a 56 on his battle pass. It doesn't show you any of that stuff. So that's another thing that I feel like it's really lagging on, because what's the point of getting to a number if you can't show it, or at least get a symbol or something besides just the picture, because they have the what's it called, like your name badge, just like Destiny,
right,
where you get the backgrounds and everything.
Little progress bar.
So you could be like, wow, he has this, hard to get one or whatever. But for the general dude that just jumped in, he doesn't see that stuff. If he saw, wow, you're a 600 and I'm a 5, that correlates to like, yeah, that's why he's whooping me.
And there's pride in that. There's pride in that, and to show that off. That's part of the whole model as well, is to be able to be like, look what I got. And they'd be like, oh, how did you get that? We're like, well, you kind of got to be a badass. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and then, you can explain to your friends how you got it and do all that, which brings, excitement and why we play the game. I know, like, Warzone has the ranking system, and then they have like the season rank, and then that gets reset. Destiny's season rank gets reset as well. I guess those games are, I don't know. Warzone's tough because it's not. I don't know, it feels like it's just an endless mountain to climb too. Halo definitely would feel like that as well. It's just this endless mountain, and the only thing to chase is new skins and stuff like that. But then, like we said, the battle pass, if it's lacking and feeling insufficient, your player, you're gonna miss out on a huge percentage re-upping next season, unless you can figure out a way to make people happy with what they got, feel like they earned it, and be able to flaunt it, show it off. That's a huge part, and it's unfortunate. It really does feel like they're not paying attention. It's like you went back 15 years ago, It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do another Halo. And when they have 15 years ago mentality of like, oh yeah, we heard about this Fortnite Battle Pass thing. It's like, yeah, we're gonna try to get on that train. That might work out for us, but the way you're saying it, and the way you feel about it, the game was launched, but it still feels beta. And you got a paid season pass that feels like just beta. Now I get it. I wouldn't want everybody crapping all over my work and saying how terrible it is, but at the same time, it's like, are you paying attention?
Yeah, and I've mentioned this on Twitter. I don't mind paying for a battle pass. I don't mind paying for skins or something that I want, because I feel like it's supporting the developer. Our money paying for the battle pass allows them to create more maps, more customization, more modes, right? It's funding them to keep going because they sold their game. Their
Yeah.
game's out there. They sold it. Like they're selling what? Like a minimal amount of copies per month after that. Um, so where are they making their money? They're making their money on getting those battle pass subscriptions renewed, renewed, renewed. Make it worth my money. Don't, you know,
Well, you're just
we aren't
less
just
likely.
complaining. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, do
you're
you
just
want me to not buy season
yeah,
two?
yeah. You're just less likely to buy season two, buy whatever holiday event they may want to throw in
Yeah.
there. You're just like, nah, I'm good. I see what you offer.
Well, especially the XP boosts, not just the, oh, I want to use an XP boost for today. Those things I'm not too upset with. I don't really like them, but I'd rather just be like, I earn XP for my gameplay, not for defeating the challenges you told me to do. Like, hey, run someone over in a warthog to get your XP today. Every match I'm in doesn't have a warthog. What do I do? Yeah, that irritates me. But those XP boosts that you click and it just gives you a boost, it's only giving you a boost to that battle pass that you paid for. And that just really bothers me. Why am I paying money that 10% of the rewards you get from that are to boost the thing you bought?
It's a really good point. Is that I like listening to you say that? I'm like, I didn't really think about it that way.
Yeah,
It,
it's like,
it
oh, it's helping you get through your battle pass faster. Thanks. Now it ends quicker.
what's on that? That's probably 25 slots of the 100 or that.
Yeah, yeah.
So really, I'm only getting
You're getting 75.
75% value of the battle pass. You're
Yes,
starting to make
exactly.
me think of like
That's what
other games now of getting kind of angry. I'm like,
because
I
everyone earns
overpaid for my
that
battle
boost.
pass.
Yeah, everyone earns that boost the same as you did. So they got the boost from 34 to 35 just like you did. So 34 was a waste of a level because you're basically clicking use my XP boost, boop, you're 35. Cool. Why did I pay for that?
Yeah, I guess I would rather in-game currency for the
Yes.
in-game store or something like that. I'm not talking about,
No, you're right.
yeah, I'm not talking about the
Yep.
the secondary, pay to win currency. I'm talking about like the in-game
Yep.
currency, whatever that would be. Fill it up with that. That would be
I
a
like
lot
that.
better.
I didn't even think of that. That's perfect.
That that, but dang man, yeah, I really all the XP
So
boosts and
instead
the
of the
in-game
XP boost, yeah,
bonuses.
give us a little bit of in-game currency. And then if you decide to save it all up at the end of the season, maybe you have enough money to buy that cool skin you want or something, right?
Yeah,
That's really cool. I like that. Because it would feel like you're earning something,
there's more
not
value
just
in that.
burning through something. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, the XP thing is like I'm gonna do that either way.
Yeah.
You're just getting me through. It just felt essentially those 25 levels. Yeah, it's just a filler spot to get me to the next level.
Yeah.
And
And say you
didn't
don't
get
use those.
anything. I didn't get
Say you
anything.
don't use those, but you play and you get all the way through 100.
I didn't get
What
yeah.
were you didn't get anything out
You
of
didn't get
those
anything.
levels. Out of those rewards, you got nothing.
Maybe you got. Oh man, What a trick, like psychology. Like you feel like
Yeah.
I'm getting
Oh.
XP boost, but in reality, you're getting to the end of the pass the same time as everybody else with the same amount of effort.
Yep.
Unless you're like, hey, I'm gonna save my season 1 XP boost for season 2 to just bang it out because I'm not gonna play the game a lot. There's that seems so like focused though, and like you would do that for a very very certain reason. You feel like, oh, I'm not gonna play a lot. I want to get this season done because I want to play a different game or something. Oh man, I'm so angry at all the season passes for XP now.
I don't like it.
It's filler.
It's filler,
Oh,
dude.
you ruined the
Well,
season pass model for me now.
well, say you had a background level that continues with your character throughout every season. You just have a number that goes up and up, or a rank or whatever, right? Now, and I'm not talking ranked gameplay, but just your character itself has this number that goes up no matter if you're playing ranked, playing quick play, whatever. If that XP boost boosted that number, okay, I could see it because it's boosting your overall number that's going to carry on forever. Once the season's over, that XP boost was a waste because you're done. There's still 100 days left on the battle pass. Congratulations, you finished early, and now you have nothing to work towards.
Yeah, the like an account progression.
Yeah.
Instead of the season progression, and then that goes back to what you were saying about let me show off, what I've done, show off all the
Yeah.
time. I mean, outside of going, to the Xbox museum and just be like, I'm a badass at Halo. Look at the hours and look at the trophies. You can't see
Yeah.
it, but yeah, like, why do we gotta go out of game to see that or show it off?
Yeah. Agree.
You messed up my head with this, dude. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
everybody that does not listen to this, and oh man,
They should XP boost should be deleted. That is filler to the max. They did no work, zero work. The developer did nothing on those rewards besides give you extra points. They didn't give you anything.
I want to go through the Warzone and the Destiny season pass now
And
and
see
just see
yeah.
how many slots on each pass are XP booster based. I know, like, that's how Warzone does. They actually give you in-game credit. There's like, you get like 100 Call of Duty points every 10 levels. So Call of Duty is like, hey, this is one of the better season pass models because if you buy the season pass and you play it all the way through, you basically
You can pay for your next one,
for
right?
the next one.
Yes. I see, and like you said, if you could earn in-game currency to pay for that next one, cool. I'd do that.
And get all the stuff with it.
Yeah.
I think it might give you like it might be like 800 of the 1,000 that you need, but it's like, hey, you can you've got only spend $2 on the game. I mean, I think you have to put a minimum of 5, but I mean, you're saving it, or maybe you can buy another skin pack or something like that. As far as like the Destiny side one, that one has other fillers outside of just like giving you stuff that gives you bonuses for gameplay, to discover more, to get a better drop rate. So that'll work. That works in a mission based PvE based kind of game or stuff
totally.
like that. So like certain things
That's
will
right.
drop
You
more
get
efficiency.
and you use it, and then you go to like a raid, right?
Yeah, so you can do like there's just the efficiency of the drops, or the drop rates get increased for certain things. So those aren't too much filler, but it does reset, and then you got to bring it back next season. So you're like, I got to do it again, but it kind of does help for certain things.
Yeah.
All right. So then there is a nice, like, oh hey, this percentage increase for this drop rate is on level 40. Like, hey, I want to get there. You might want to grind it out and knock it out and get to that point. Warzone has that. Say somebody finds a meta weapon on the season pass and they're like, hey, it's at 50. this thing's kind of like has a perk that no other gun does. Actually, this happened this season for a gun has a perk that no other gun can have. It's only on this season pass, and it feels kind of, you know, broken. So then there's a reason to kind of grind out and try to get and use your tokens towards that. But then as soon as that's over, then you're like, oh, say this season doesn't have that. Again, those XPs are just XPs. It's man. I
and
guess
I'm sure
it really
there's a lot
depends on
of
the
people
game.
that just feel like, wow, I'm progressing because of these XP boosts, and it makes you feel good. But you're progressing through what you've paid for, so it does not make sense. Yeah, I don't like it. Sea of Thieves has a great season pass, in my opinion, where every level gives you either in-game currency or a cosmetic. So it's like in-game currency, cosmetic, in-game currency, cosmetic through 100. And you just end up with a whole bunch of stuff, you know? Uh, and that in-game currency allows you to buy all those other cosmetics in-game that are for purchase. So you could save up and get that crazy cool boat or whatever you wanted, you know?
Yeah, we're not asking them to make that, you know, that boat
OP
super
or anything.
cheap, you know, whatever. It's like it could be all
Yeah,
that in-game
right.
currency. It could be, you know, it
3
took you
seasons worth or something.
it could
Yeah,
take you that whole season to buy that one
yeah.
boat. And there obviously there's several different options to spend your money on. Um,
But at least you earned it.
there's more value in that, and you feel like definitely like, hey, there was $1 went into each 10 levels, right? You like I feel like, okay, cool. What's the value of buying that cosmetic with the in-game currency I get at the end of the season pass road? And you're like, oh, that checks out. Yeah, that was, you know, it would have cost me almost $10 anyway. Plus, I got all this other stuff, you know, all those other skins, and maybe I was able to buy another gun skin on top of that. So it was like, cool, you know, if $10 well spent, and I enjoyed, you know, the climb or the hill that was provided,
Yeah.
you know, that little bit of grind and enjoyment out of it, and accomplishment.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's where you're feeling robbed in accomplishment and
Yes.
value
No
with
one
the
sees you
XP
use an
fillers.
XP boost. You don't click XP boost and it alerts everyone online like, hey, this homie just got an XP boost.
Like, hey, don't let him get any kills. He's got XP booster on.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like,
Watch out.
everybody focus on him.
They could at least do that, like make your guy wear an orange vest that says, hey, I'm on an XP boost or something. Something. So if you guys are listening to this, we got to get them to stop putting XP boosts or XP chunks or whatever it is out of these battle passes because you are literally paying to get a boost within the thing you are paying for, which is nothing at that point. Like you said, you explained it perfectly. If 25 of those levels are XP boosts,
Yeah.
there's only 75 rewards instead of 100 for your $10. And when you got millions of players or however many hundreds of thousands are buying these battle pass, it more than funds the cosmetics that they're creating for these.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to not do a better job with that.
Yeah, and I was gonna defend Call of Duty for the leveling up of the weapons,
Mm-hmm.
because that you have to level them up, and that's kind of a grind to get your said gun up to level so you could put all the different attachments on it to make said gun, you know, really meta or very viable within the game. But frick that, man.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Forget about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rather just have a random gun from that and not have all these fillers. You know,
Yes.
I'd rather buy a different gun from the store that gives me a head start on that. Maybe it doesn't have all the meta attachments, but it's super cool looking. It's got a skin on it. It has there's a lot of things in the Call of Duty store that are pretty amazing, with like the guns that have tracer rounds and all that different things that they do. Yeah, I would trade all those tokens for. I mean, if it was 25, I would trade all those. They can even bring their their contributions of in-game currency down
Yeah.
each level, and
Yep.
it would still feel better because I'm constantly getting
How cool
a
would that be? You
reward.
get a discount at what level you are. I like that. Because the more you play, the more your player base is built up because you're putting in more hours. And so you're getting more of a discount. So you're doing them a favor so they could do you a little favor. I like that idea. You get
Absolutely,
a
just
little bit of a sale on it.
rewarding your
Your
time.
time and effort. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we aren't playing even the people that aren't buying season pass, the people that are just playing for free, you're still supporting the game because you're supporting all those players that are paying for it because now they have someone to fight against.
yeah,
If you guys weren't there, not paying, but you're playing, the people that do pay for season pass or battle pass, they wouldn't have anyone to play against. They'd be
yeah,
playing against the same people over and over. So either way, it supports them, right?
yeah. I mean, for sure. The I would hope. No, so Warzone doesn't do it. Does Sea of Thieves do it? Is there a track for free to play players on the season pass? Like they get something no
Yes.
matter what.
Yes.
Okay, so Destiny does that. Warzone does not. Destiny has, there's two tracks. There's a top track for free to play, and there's a bottom track for season pass owners.
Mhm.
It's
And Halo has it.
do they have it? They have two tracks.
It's garbage though.
Yeah, you get like in Destiny, you get like something every 8-10 levels instead
Yeah.
of, and the rewards. It's clearly you're not getting anything out of it really. It's just kind of it's there to tease you, and you're going up, you're
Yeah.
like, man, look at all this stuff I could have got if I'm level
Yeah.
50 right now. I was like, if I just pay for this, I'm gonna catch up and get all that. Call of Duty isn't that way. That you just go to the season pass bar and it just like it fills up and it shows you what level you're on, but all the things are locked. There's no
Okay.
real. You don't get anything free until you
Till you pay in.
buy it.
Which
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
care if there wasn't a free track at all. It
yeah, because the free track stuff is pretty whack. On Halo, it's super whack. The stuff they're giving you for free is like, gee, thanks. Um,
XP
yeah,
booster for free.
exactly. XP boost to the battle pass you don't have. Yeah. Well, if you guys are listening to this, we got to stop them from using that. Shout it out, please. We got to get them to quit that because that's crap. I do believe in battle passes. I do believe in DLCs because it supports the developer. It keeps a game alive. You funnel money in, they're going to give you more content.
Yeah.
That's the way businesses work. I'm all for that, but the little tricks in between, that's no good. I don't like it.
Get some of that filler out of there. I'm all
Get the
for
filler
that.
out. Yeah. You're telling me one guy can't create enough cosmetics in a battle pass season to fill in all those XP boosts? One employee?
Well, it doesn't have to be. Say it's like we say, we're just guessing a number 25, right? Saying it's
Yeah, we're just
25%.
guessing, right?
Um,
It could be less, could be more. I don't know.
I mean, you say 15 more in-game currencies and 10, 5 guns, 5 armor, ornaments or skins. That's it. We're just asking for 5 more skins,
Yeah,
armor, 5 more gun skins.
and I'm sorry, but these skins on the weapons, they're just repaints. Like, I'll do that on my weekend. Just give me the program. I'll start painting people's weapons
It's like,
for free.
yeah.
They're all
Work-
going to say
I'll work
702 Gaming on them, but
Hey, that'd be hot.
that'd be hot.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You
Yeah.
get some stickers on your guns, and like Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you can put the stickers and everything on the barrel or the magazine. You get the
Yep.
702 logo on that. Oh yeah, that'd be hot.
Yeah. I'm working on some decals for our like real life decal stickers for the 702 Gaming. So hit us up on 702gaming at gmail.com if you are interested. I'll mail you something.
Noise.
Why not? I don't know.
I like that.
Thanks. Well, we're out of time. I got to get back to Halo. So, is there anything else from you, Josh? You want to throw out
No,
there?
man, it's just good to be back. Good to talk games. Hope everybody has a good holiday. You know, good Christmas and Happy New Year, and that's it.
All right, man. Good to see you. Good to have you back. All
All
right,
right.
we're out.